It's Friday, and that means lots of new movies are opening in theaters. Film critic Richard Crouse joins us now live with his picks for the weekend. So, Richard, let's dive right in and tell us about Emily the Criminal.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is Aubrey Plaza playing a millennial. She is a college graduate, but she cannot get a job that's going to help her pay down these giant mountain of student debt that she has. She had a run-in with the law when she was quite young, and every time she gets to the point of the interview, the job interview, where they say, you know, anything we should know about, when she mentions it, she loses the opportunity to get the job as these bills are mount around her. So what she does is decides to step over to the wrong side of the law. She feels it's harmless enough at the beginning, but she becomes a dummy shopper, which is someone who uses stolen credit cards to buy high-ticket items that are then resold, and she splits the money with her handlers. She gets addicted to the money, to the dopamine rush of the whole thing, and then soon things start to spiral for her. This is a character study that's a really interesting look at someone who is, you know, at the intersection of desperation and opportunity. Aubrey Plaza really pulls that off nicely, but it's also a good crime thriller as well. So I gave Emily the Criminal, now playing in theaters, 4 out of 5 stars.
All right, starting off with 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, I don't know where we can go from there. All right, but let's talk next about Fall.
Fall is a movie that is definitely not for you if you are afraid of heights. This is a film about two best friends. One has just experienced a tragedy. They are both thrill seekers, and the best friend says to the woman who has just experienced a tragedy, "I know how to get over this. We're going to climb a 2,000-foot radio tower. It's in the middle of nowhere, but it will give you that rush that you want. You will get to the top of it. We'll spread your late husband's ashes, and will provide the closure that you've been looking for." Unfortunately, when they get up there, they realize that, well, it's not that easy to get down, and they spend about an hour of the film trying to figure out how to get down. If you are afraid of heights, the vertigo-inducing photography in this movie will either move you to the edge of your seat or maybe out of the theater completely. If not, this is a story of endurance and struggle, much like 127 Hours or Deep Water, something like that. It's all about the machinations that the characters go through, and not so much about the story. So I gave Fall 3 out of 5 stars. Lags a little bit in the middle, but man, those high-flying shots are quite something.
So those high-flying shots could be fascinating, but if you're not a big fan of the heights, you might not want to check that movie.
You might be very, very afraid.
All right, so let's move on to Resurrection, Richard.
Resurrection is a new film starring Rebecca Hall, and it's about a woman who runs a biotech company at work. She is disciplined, she is respected, she is a mentor to a lot of the young women in the office. And then one day, she sees a man, and we're seeing the clip right here, where she sees a man that she had a past with. And all of a sudden, this abusive relationship, all the memories of it start rushing back into her head. And she has to come to grips with that. She confronts him, and this cycle of abuse starts to happen all over again, or at least seems to start happening all over again. By the end of the movie, the viewer is left wondering, what exactly just happened? Did we see what actually happened, or did we see what the character imagined was happening? It's a fascinating movie with a really great performance from Rebecca Hall and a good one from Tim Roth in it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. There's a couple of things in here I think that people will scratch their heads a little bit about, but it is an entertaining and interesting film.
All right, sounds fascinating. Switching gears, though, a bit, tell us about Aimbo.
Aimbo, Spirit of the Amazon, is a film that might give you a slight sense of deja vu, because if you've seen The Lion King or Fern Gully, this will probably ring some bells for you story-wise. Set in the Amazon, there's a princess whose village is about to be either taken by evil spirits or maybe by developers who are ripping down the rainforest. So she decides she has to fight back, and does so with the help of 2 spirit guides. This is a lively, spirited animated movie. There's nothing terribly original about it, but it's a feel-good vibe makes it seem less like a knockoff. It's playing in theaters right now, called Aimbo, Spirit of the Amazon, and I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars.
All right, Fern Gully, that definitely takes me back. All right, some good options there for all different types of movies that you might be into this weekend. Great stuff.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Richard.